I realize every amputee is a different individual and we all deal with our own separate battles in different ways. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the boils or pressure sores that some amputees get when wearing a prosthetic leg. Not only am I going to talk about this, but I'm also going to show you what I do personally whenever I get a blister or a boil on my residual limb. It doesn't matter if you prefer to take a bath or prefer to take a shower. Important thing is to keep the area where the pressure sore or boil is thoroughly clean. Me personally, I prefer to take baths, so I get the water as hot as I can stand it. After I ran the bath water, I will let my residual limb soak in there for quite a while, and then I will scrub my limb in the area with the boil and thoroughly. One of the products I like to start with on my leg after I have my leg completely dried, I like to use this stuff called Pride. It's not very expensive, $5 or $6 I believe it is. The other thing I do so I can use my prosthetic, I will use these cushions that are these round discs. As you can see, they're not very big. They're about a centimeter in thickness. Once I get the drawing salve on and the round cushion on securely around my boil, I'll cover everything up with a large adhesive pad. This keeps the drawing salve in where it should be, and it doesn't get on the nylon sock. And what these do, I put these directly on my skin. These help wick away sweat from your leg. In this photo here, the boil's not very big. It's about the size of a penny. So I start by generously applying the drawing salve onto the top of the boil. Put it on pretty thick. As you can see, this stuff is brown, pasty, and it's very thick. Depending on how big your boil is will depend on how much you use. I cover the whole area generously and to make sure it gets in there and does its job. Securely and firmly press the disc onto your skin. It may or may not stick. And then I grab the adhesive pad, and I'll normally keep this all on my leg for 24 hours. The next day I'll get back into the bathtub and do this process all over again. Within a couple days you'll start seeing some results. And then on top of all that, I put my nylon sock. And then of course on top of the nylon sock I will apply my gel liner as well, and just putting it on as normal, getting it all set for my prosthesis. Now at this point I've got everything on, I got everything done, and I will at this point put on my prosthesis. You may feel a little pressure on that boil whenever it's going into the socket. For me, the boil wasn't very big in this case, which normally isn't for me, and this works out quite well. I don't feel any pressure on that boil whatsoever, and that gives me the opportunity and allows me to use my prosthesis. Well, I hope this video was very helpful and informative for you. Again, this may or may not help you. If you have any other ideas or things that work for you, please don't hesitate to comment on this video, or even send me an email on what works for you and what does not work for you. This is just my spin on what I do and how I get through pressure sores and boils. Be sure to check us out, infinite360aps.com. If you have any questions or concerns, you can email me at infinite360aps@gmail.com. Thank you and have a great day.